If the frequency of abundance would be speaking to you, to your ears right now, here's what it would say. There one. I am in the endless ocean, the ever-expanding sky, the heartbeat of creation. And I'm here to remind you that abundance is your birthright. You're woven into the fabric of infinite possibilities, and there is no limit to the opportunities I have in store for you. Look around. Every sunrise is a gift. Every birth, a miracle. Every moment, a chance to create anew. The love you seek, the opportunities you dream of, and the joy you long for, they're not distant. They're already unfolding, ready to flow to you as soon as you open your heart to see them. The love you seek is in the love you feel when you free yourself from the old cage of comfort. The freedom you seek is in the choices that release you from the past. The joy you've been looking for is in the ability to choose your needs over others' expectations, and in sharing your happiness with them once your cup is full. Abundance is not the end product, but the ability to make a free new choice that brings you closer to any dream you've held, and to serve the wave of life when it calls you into action. That is where I reside, in the quietness between one thought and the next, in the wisdom of your choices, in the spark of inspiration you feel, in the glow of beauty you choose to notice. You are never alone, my friend, never without. My energy courses through you, limitless and unending. With each step you take in faith, I align the path in your favor. When you give from a place of love, I multiply your gifts. When you trust, I move mountains on your behalf. Abundance is not something you must chase. It's something you simply allow. Release the fears and doubts that tell you otherwise. They're like clouds passing across the sun, momentary and insubstantial. The truth is, the path has always been there, prepared just for you. Choosing to walk it will be the greatest act of your life. So trust me, beloved. Trust the flow of your life. Know that you are guided, supported, and loved beyond measures. Everything you need is within you, and everything you desire is on its way. You are a creator, and I am your endless supply. Together, we can create miracles with infinite love and possibility, abundance. So allow it to sink in for a moment. And ask yourself, what would you say back if abundance would really speak to you? Would you say, yeah, well, where is my money? Would you say, where is my soulmate? If everything is so nice and everything is flowing through me, where is all of that? And it would say back to you, firstly, notice what you already have. And if you use it wisely, it will multiply. So how to use something wisely? You need to use it with gratitude. You need to use what you have with gratitude, not with fear. You need to learn to Ditch the fearful thoughts and replace them for grateful thoughts. When you recognize that something is causing you to be afraid, that's when you need to trust. That's when you need to find the power within and move through these moments. Because you know you're not lost. You're walking the path. You're not lost because that path has a vision. It has a goal. You've set it up for you. That's why you're not lost. Right now it feels like abundance may not be with you here and there. Or maybe it blessed you with something incredible, but you feel something else is missing. You see, abundance says, I'm always with you. You are never missing it. You're just not seeing it. And it's a big difference. So learn to give more freely what you already have. But give it from a state of love or from a state of gratitude, of thankfulness. And remember that sometimes when you find yourself falling back into lower emotions of separation, find the connection. Find what connects you back with infinity. Because it will remind you of everything you miss when you fall into fear. Fear tries to convince you that something is wrong in your life. But connection will tell you that what is not right will be fixed, partially by you, partially by the great force. Some things are in your control and those are your choices. Make them out of wisdom. Some things are out of your control. Perceive it through acceptance. When you move on along your path, notice that it is a vision that will guide your compass. And it is your intuition that will motivate you when it feels like nothing is working in your favor. It will always be your intuitive insight that will remind you what to do next, when you will feel like there is no energy to do anything. So, for intuition, you must listen to it. And to listen your intuition means that you lower down the volume of your mind. And if you want to lower down the volume of your mind, you need to take time for yourself. So, for taking time for yourself, you need to set some boundaries in your life so you can have a time for yourself. And that is where you need to apply wisdom once again. Learn from your past and recognize what drains you way too much, so then you can't hear what abundance says to you. Sometimes you will feel like for 1 year or 2 years you've been disconnected. But after 2 years you will notice that actually it was connection that brought you to breakthroughs. So sometimes on your journey it will feel like nothing works with you, only so later you realize actually everything was working out for you. But it was felt differently than you expected, only so you would learn that your expectations are what kills your perception of abundance. When you stop expecting things out of fear, but you remind yourself to see what already presents or represents abundance in your life, you will see more of it. And when you will see more of it, you will believe that more of it will show up. Sometimes you need to use some thoughts that will put you back in alignment. Like noticing that you are surrounded by endless blessings, that you truly attract towards you prosperity, joy, or maybe love effortlessly. Only so you would put more of the joy into work. So you would put more of love into the process. And you would see more of what is already prosperous in your life. You see, where you see lack is what often distracts you from noticing abundance. It's not that there's something wrong with you. It's just what became out of the process of evolution. You see, fear helped your ancestors to survive. And therefore, you've been biologically prepared to perceive what may scare you. So you would learn to hide from it or fight with it. But now, my friend, now you need to rewrite these patterns. And that's what you're doing quite well. But still, sometimes the old program may trick you. Don't be tricked by it. Notice it. Notice it objectively. Because when you notice something objectively, you kind of see it from a place that holds a great quality of compassion for it, understanding for the past, understanding that if there would be no of this fear, you would not be here. Maybe you would be eaten by, maybe some of your ancestors would be eaten by a tiger or a bear, so you would never be here. So say thanks to this fear, because of it, you're still here. And it rhymes. You see, abundance reminds you that when something feels so hard and wrong, it just needs a different perspective. And different perspective often will bring a sense of release to the old perspective. So suddenly the old will be freed and new will be integrated. And that's what we call transformation. This is the change that will often be experienced in your life. And to this inner change will follow the outer change. That's when you will notice that things are really finding you almost effortlessly. Sometimes out of the hard work, but many times out of the inner change. You've started perceiving things differently. And therefore, you've been able to invest more of your energy into what truly matters to you, into what you truly value. And you've learned to set boundaries with people and places and things that rob you of your sacred life force. Because nothing good comes out of bad investments, right? So you need to learn to invest yourself into what will bring something in return, something you can use for more investments, so you can multiply your gifts and talents and skills and vitality. That's abundance. You see, when you follow this stream, things will naturally grow. What you will do will prosper. What you will invest will grow. And whom will be touched by that energy will experience love from your work. That's why I think you shouldn't ignore that. The stream that moves through you also speaks to you, it's talking to you. Don't listen to your mind too much, because it will pull you astray back into your fearful stories where you will feel lost. When you listen to the stream that moves through you, we call it the flow. You can call it intuition, or inner wisdom, or inner guide. When you listen to this, it will always be right. And your path will be right. And it will feel right. So listen, my friend. Abundance is already here. it's already within you. It is moving you. You are a creator, and it is your endless supply. And together, you are creating miracles in your life. So it's not something you should chase. It's something you simply allow. You allow it to happen. You do your work. You put in hours of sharpening your skills and talents. And then you allow things to find you when the time is right. And remember that you don't know when the time is right. You can't know. Because you don't know how this creation should unfold that will be the best for all. You may try to imagine what's best for you, but you are not alone here. We live here together. And we want to manifest things the way that will be the best for all. So we can elevate the collective consciousness together. So more you bring love to it, more you bring passion to it, more you bring joy to it, enthusiasm for something new that you love and value, more this energy will be elevated, and eventually it will reward you. You will experience the first reward, which is the energy. Like when you do something you love, you just experience more joy for it. When you do more of it, rewards will come in different forms. So start noticing all of that. But don't expect it and don't wait for it, because it puts you back into fear of lack and separation. Notice that it's not what you receive. It's not the end product. It is the input. And it is what becomes out of you as you put in your intentions and your energy. It's you that grows firstly, and then reality reflects back to you more of what has grown inside of you. It's like an inner garden that shares its gifts, its wonder with the world. You needed to plant it. You needed to nourish it in the quietness of your own world. And once something has grown, then you can share it with the world. And as you share it with the world, you uplift the world with it. And as you uplift the world with it, well, it gets uplifted. And as more and more people do it, together we change the world. Yeah, sounds beautiful. So, my friend, let's go back and find the stream that moves you. I will leave you here. I hope you found great value in today's message. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. Thanks to everyone for choosing to support my paintings, my art on AttractPassion.com, where you can find all of my paintings, prints of my paintings, original paintings. You can find everything there. So check it out. And thanks to everyone for joining our Patreon community for more exclusive content. Thank you so much for your support. With that, you're supporting this mission. And for that, I'm truly grateful for you. Thank you. I love you all. Until next time, one love.